Hello and welcome back to TalkBack. We are with the one and only Pakistan's veritable prince of pop, Ali Zafar. Ali, welcome to TalkBack.
Thank you for having me here.
All right, Ali, book smart. That's my first category for you, right? The son of two professors, top your matriculation, graduated with honors from the NCA, yet you're a pop star. Now, you don't really get to see or hear about a lot of pop stars who graduated with honors, but you chose this field. Why?
Because I graduated with honors. I think, no, it's just that because my parents were both professors and they've always emphasized on studies and academics. So I told them, okay, fine, I'll do this for you, but this I'll do for myself.
But that's fine. That's a good, humble, modest answer here. But you've created a niche, right? Now, once again, to get my question, I'm going to have this answered. From an art student, I saw some of your art right here. From an art student to being, you know, a very, I guess you could say, a diverse array of trends. Almost every young Pakistani male's dream. You've done it all, short of playing cricket, which you haven't done. But here we go. Painting, acting, modeling, singing, you know, everything across the board, the whole 9 yards. But you've settled on this because it's your passion. Is that it, or just
yeah, because I think because out of all these things, be it acting or painting, music was one thing which pulled me the closest. It has strange powers attached to it, I tell you.
But Ali, let's talk about music in that sense. Why pop? Is pop the for you? Is it enough? Is it enough to settle on what you've settled on? Because we see this transition. You know, pop stars become rock stars, become very dark rock stars, and then they fade away. Is there? Do you see this transition going somewhere?
I think you can see that happening through my recent stuff. But when I was launching myself, I'd be very honest, I thought very commercially. What I had thought was that I want to make a song which would be bigger than Below Ke Ghar, one of the biggest hits Pakistan has seen. And so I just wanted to do it overnight. And that was the plan. And luckily I succeeded. But then, after doing a couple of more songs, I thought that, you know, now I also need to do stuff which I really want to do, which might not be as commercial, but being an artist, I just can't live without it. But luckily, again, what happened, that after those songs were done, we had thought that this was experimental stuff, but it actually became commercially viable also.
Ali, coming back to darker days, the country is going through, some people call it the war on terror, some people call it a civil war. Yet, amidst all of this, you are a certified youth icon. In fact, one of these corporate guys has even given you an award being a youth icon. This was a couple of years ago. My question stems from that. Kids look up to you. People look up to you. What tactical gains in today's day and age, what tactical gains, on-the-ground gains, have you delivered for the youth in this country to be positive about what's going on today?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked it. I have been wanting to do a lot of stuff, actually. But what happens is that you do feel very handicapped because of the system over here. Sometimes overly frustrated, because if I want to say something, if I want to do something, there are not too many means and ways to go around and do it. So then I started doing my own stuff. Like recently I launched my own YouTube channel. Then I started writing blogs, and through my blogs I started communicating to people and my thoughts and all that, and making songs as such. However, I've always kind of restrained myself from one thing, that I'm a musician, I'm not a politician, so I don't want to make political statements. I never had. I want to make ethical statements, yes. I want people to be able to be strong in themselves and to inspire them to be who they are. In that context, regarding your question, I have had different conversations with people from the media or people who are in charge of a lot of things here, and try to get stuff out from them and also tell them that what we need and what should be happening.
But Ali, what we need however, is, for example, you are, as I said earlier, people call you the Prince of Pop, you know, almost the veritable Prince of Pop, Pakistan's #1 pop singer. Yet, your peers, call them your peers, call them your competitors, let's just go through a to-do list. Just the other night, you were with Shahzad Roy talking politics on a show, a good thing that you guys are actually out there now trying to defend a certain point of view, your own, not anybody else's, but your own. But if you look at other tactical gains, Roy has built a school, right? He's gone on and made two very politicized music videos. Azmat, the former lead singer of Junoon, he's gone on and come out with a very politicized album, a very politicized point of view, right? Yet we see Ali Zafar's critics say that he's still running around, shirtless, hanging out in the back of a limousine with girls and selling SIM cards. So that's a criticism you get a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to be updated a little. The shirtless video was done 3-4 years back when things weren't too harmful, and being in the back of the limo with all those ladies was also done when things were extremely well here. You must have not seen any of my recent videos for like 2-3 years because I just haven't been able to convince myself to create a music video or music for that matter, which tells people that look, things are perfect and let's go and dance and have fun. I haven't been able to do that. You can check that out. For the last 2 years, I haven't been able to churn out a song of that genre.
Are you going through a writer's block because of what's going on in the country?
I sit down to make a song, and all I think of, you know, you put on the TV and so many people die and things like these keep happening. You cannot make a happy song then. I mean, you need to be in a certain phase to do that, right? I am an artist. I represent my feelings. If I'm not feeling gung-ho about anything, how can I make a song about it? I do such work, but undercurrent. Why I haven't been able to make an NGO or make schools or hospitals right now is because I think that even being true to my music and the work that I do is also kind of a worship for me, and it's a duty for me. And if I deliver that zone immaculately, I think that's also something big. I mean, through a song, if people can feel peaceful or happy, that's also performing a duty. However, in the future, I am looking into things that, like in a level of building institutions or institutes where you can actually do a lot for people and strengthen your institute.
Now let's get to that because, I mean, we've seen people say that as far as your endorsement machinery is concerned, you know, Ali Zafar is a very responsible guy commercially. You know, he knows how to play the game. He's been on it and very responsible, very respectful even in a commercialized industry which almost has no rules. There was rumors going around when you moved from one sponsor to the other. There was people on the net went crazy, people in the industry went crazy, that this might have happened or that might have happened. Like numbers were made up about the money involved. And yet you came out on your blog, simple. You defended it, you shut it down. Now this is a corporate responsible superstar. It's a rarity for Pakistan where most people are out of control, frankly, much less superstars, right? Yet we don't see a socially responsible superstar at a time when there's a lot of need for social leadership and responsibility, especially given that the political leadership has effectively broken a lot of hearts and lost the hopes of most of the people. What do you say to that?
Why do you think I'm sitting with you right here in your show right now? It's because of that. Because I want to do more than just make songs. I was there on a political show to comment on such stuff, although it is not my job or my duty. But I'm here to give that side of the story, to bring some hope, to make some difference.
So are you coming out now? Is this your coming of age thing? Are you,
no, I mean, it's,
are you on the warpath?
I mean, what else should I do? I mean, I need to play some part in it. I mean, talking to you or talking to people in general or bringing these things up, these conversations, we need to have these conversations. Mind you, having a conversation is not a small thing. Walking out on the road in a jalsa and all that is a great thing, and voicing yourself through that is also tremendous. But Even like a small word or a sentence or a conversation is not a small thing.
We got to take a short break here. You're watching Ali Zafar here on TalkBack. Keep it right here to Dawn News.